Hi, ladies. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bianca, the excellent wife and mom, and I am so glad that you are here. So, as you guys can see, I really don't have any scheduled times to do videos or anything, but you can count on at the end of each month or the beginning of the new month, I will have a video, usually do kind of talking about what we did the previous month. So, this is no different, but I'm going to talk about responsibility because um, something happened this past month that kind of triggered that. So my 6-year-old, she lost one of her library books. And so that fee was $9. And so all the other kids were like, Libby, you need to pay your library fee. Um, the borrower is slave to the lender. That's what he kept telling her. So she told me, she said, Mommy, I want to go to the library and I want to pay my fee. So she, took her money, she paid for her book. And then we went to the park after that. And we did some errands and went to the park and she was playing. Then she came up to me. She said, I'm so glad I paid my fee. She said, I'm free. And she's happy that she can borrow books again. And so I think that's very important because I could have paid it for her, but that would not have, been a lesson to her. And she experienced the freedom of not owing anyone anything. And I think that's very important, to apply the things in scripture to life, because that's what the scripture says, no, you owe ye no man anything but to love him. So that comes in all forms. And we've talked about that a lot. So she paid her little fee and she was so glad, and she's not a slave to the library or anyone. So, and I remember a time when my second son, we took, when he was smaller, we took swimming lessons at the Y. So I would take the mommy and me class with my then baby. And then they had the next classes after that. And, that water was cold. It was cold and it was wintertime. So it was, we had gotten out of water, changed and everything. And I was sitting there watching his lesson and I knew he was really cold because he was on the side shivering and everything in you as a mom, like, oh, you want to comfort your kids. But I knew not to take him out of there. I knew not to do it because that would have set him up for a lifetime of, if things are uncomfortable, then, you're looking for a way of escape. And so what I told him, I'm like, Judah, I know that it's cold. I said, I was just in the water, so I know how you feel. I said, but we made a commitment here and we're going to stick this out. And I said, when these lessons are over, and if you don't want to take classes again, you don't have to. And so that was a thing, that we're going to finish our commitment and then you can make a different choice after that. So, in all of the different things that they do, these lessons and just living life day to day come forth, and it's always an opportunity to present these lessons and things to kids, to remind them of things that we read in scripture and just, not to just have scripture as head knowledge, but actually apply it to life. Because if we are acting on these principles and living by these principles, then you can expect a certain thing. Proverbs is full of them, full of wisdom. And just all throughout the Bible, you can learn from the different stories of the people you read about. So that's the thing, allowing your children to grow in responsibility. They all, they feel better for having, stuck something out, because you can't always live a life of comfort, because it's the pressing that helps us to grow. And anything worth doing, requires something of you. And it's very important for children to have that, that entitlement thing. We don't do that in this house. We don't do it at all. So anyway, those are the things, that we've done to foster responsibility in the children. And so some of the things that we've done this past month, or this month, because this is the last day of February, so Libby paid her little book fine. They've, gone through their art classes at both the library and the Hyde Museum, the art museum. They've been playing chess. They they hadn't played in a while. And I just think it's amazing to watch them go in cycles. They'll play something for a while and put it down. Then it comes back and it's like really new and everybody's playing again. So that's been the thing with chess. And there's a youth center that's not so far from where I live. So I just started taking the boys there because it's for 10-year-olds and up. So they, they have a basketball, and that's really why I took them, because they wanted to play basketball. So there was a basketball court there, and they have a fitness center and board games and electronic games, and so just letting them. We discovered that last week, and so they had such a good time. And then when I came back to get them, because I only let them stay for an hour, and I took the girls shopping. So when we came back, he was there playing chess with an older kid, one of the teams. So these kids love some chess, and they're actually really good at it. They are very good at chess. I don't play chess, but they are really good, and they enjoy it. So I enjoy watching them. We've gone sledding a couple of times, so you probably saw maybe a short that I might have put up here. But if not, you'll see it in one of the videos that I post. They'll come up after this. But we've enjoyed sledding because that's something that they have been wanting to do. And we actually didn't sled at all last season. Yeah, last winter we didn't. But we cleaned out the shed in my house, and so they were able to get the sleds out. So they were waiting for the snow. They were so excited about it. So we did get to sled this year, and it was actually fun because I was doing it. I was out there with them too, and that's the thing that I love. You get out and play with your kids. I was playing with my daughter today, and she has a great imagination. And we went camping, as she played, and it was so good. And we went looking for rocks, and it was going to be the coal, and we gathered some wood and little leaves and things and made our little fire pit. And we cooked food. Like, all this is out of her imagination. I love it. We were cooking food, and we napped there, and we fought 3 bears and we slayed them. So I enjoyed it so much. That I just think imagination is such a gift of God, and to not discourage that, but to actually encourage it in the kid. And I just I hugged and I thanked her for playing with me because I had such a good time. And so she was happy to share her little camping game. And we did this. Our library had last week they had like a whole activity week because the kids were out of school. So we went to the family dance party, and they had a great time. We actually had a good time. We were hula hooping and dancing. And so that was a fun time. You may see us short on that hula hooping. So with their school work, we've been working steadily every day. And in the wintertime, I said this before, this is the time that we spend a little bit more time in doing like book work and that kind of stuff. But I'm not locked in. If something else comes up, we shift gears. And so they done that, and then we've kept it up. So whenever we come here, which I'm at the vacation home again, so we go with a lighter schedule. And they just keep up that language arts, math, and reading, and of course Bible. And so now we're in the book of Judges. No, we're not. We've wrapped up the book of Judges. Now we're in the book of Isaiah. So we've been going through the book of Isaiah, and we're just reading, a chapter a day, and just discussing that. And then, we've done arts and crafts because the girls like them, and the boys, they come and join in too. So we went to Hobby Lobby and got some crafts there. And so they've done some painting, and I think most kids enjoy that kind of stuff, just being creative, the creative process. So we've done that. We've gone to the park because why not? But one day we went, it was like super cold. That wind was blowing, and it was like maybe 20 degrees outside. So yeah, we were out there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, we're done. And so we go for walks around the neighborhood when it's not too cold. But I, try to get them out every day. We go out. Since being here, we go walking a lot. They like to go down to a certain part and do their flips and play around the wooded area. So we've done that. And then like when we came here, we have very good friends who they're also homeschoolers. So they were camping. They came down on Sunday, so they got here before us. But they're camping at a campground not too far from where we live. And so they, they came over, and then we went out to the campground, and it's so cool because it's right on the beach, which I love the beach. It's beach home, So we went there, and they bought a new camper thing. So we went and toured that and went out to the beach. And then there was that park actually has a lot of historical things in there, and it like has this home, which we knew some of the history because it was a part of the country club that we're a part of. This family owned so much property, so they owned the property at the country club as well as this that's on the beach. And so it's a state park. And so their home that they built, it's a lot of history around that. So we went there, but it was closed. So we're going to have to go back. But our friends, they got to do it today. So they really enjoyed it. So we're going to go back and do that. So that's pretty well. I mean, we worked on music. We, I don't know, you might see a video on that when we're, working on the guitar and just making up stuff together and just like playing different things. So that's always fun, especially like when we just freestyle stuff. I really enjoy that. And then we got a book on the life of Muhammad Ali as a kid, before he came to greatness. So we got that on audio book and we listened to that whenever we were in the car. So we finished that up and that was really, really good. So that's kind of what we've been doing in February. We'll be down here for a little while. So you'll probably see videos of us doing things around here. But like I said, it's just a laid back schedule. And, you need that because it's amazing to me. Like when I'm up north, it's like you go. We're going here, we're doing that. We move a lot. But here it just gives us time to just sit back and you just kind of go with the flow. And I really appreciate that and look forward to that. So, ladies, that's all I have. Oh, that's all I have for now. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.